Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start our lesson, we will begin with reciting surah. The first one will be Surah Al-Fatihah, Surah Taha ayat 1 hingga 5, Surah Al-Insyirah, Surah Al-Kafirun, and then Surah Al-Ikhlas by 3 times. After that, followed by selawat ke atas Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kita niatkan selawat kita ni untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam di akhirat kelak. Dan kita niatkan segala bacaan surah dan selawat kita ni untuk kedua orang tua, keluarga dan seluruh umat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Kemudian doa sebelum belajar, semoga dengan usaha ini akan membantu pelajar agar mudah memahami dan dibukakan hati para pelajar untuk mencintai ilmu. Okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد 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 محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل 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 محمد
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmat-Mu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmat-Mu. Wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, amin, amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. In this session, we will discuss about properties of angles. So can you please get ready with your notes, page 81 until 93, and your worksheet, page 61 until 67. Our learning objectives. At the end of the lessons, students should be able to first recognize and use co-interior, alternate and corresponding angles, and solve problems involving these. And second, solve problems involving exterior angles of triangles. Explain that the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degrees and solve problems involving exterior and interior angles of polygons. And solve geometrical problems involving line, angle, and symmetry. Properties of special quadrilaterals, including finding unknown angles. Our steps to success to achieve our LO. Here will be the S to S. The first one, identify vertically opposite angle, angle on a straight line, angle at a point, right angle, co-interior angle, alternate angle, and corresponding angle. You need to be able to identify these type of angles to help you to answer the questions, right? The second one, recall that sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees and quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Recognize that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Apply the formula of finding sum of interior angles of a polygon, which is bracket n minus 2 times 180. And last one, Know that sum of exterior angle of a polygon is 360 degrees. Okay, so here will be the S to S to achieve our LO. Now, let us begin with this parallel and transversal. Parallel lines are lines that stay the same distance apart and they will not intersect with each other. We use the symbol here to represent is parallel to. Okay, and transversal is a third line cutting across either a pair of non-parallel lines or parallel lines. This is just the basic that you need to know. Okay, and for sure you know perpendicular lines already. Here will be the perpendicular line, and this will be your parallel lines, and this what we call as non-parallel line, and this line that cutting through this parallel and the non-parallel line, we call it transversal. Okay, review the angles properties. This is very important. For angles, you need to remember the properties to help you to answer the questions. Okay, and here will be the angles on a straight line, and another name is supplementary angles. And when we sum both of this angle, it will give you 180. All right, and this one angle, right angle, and another name is complementary angles. When you add that number 1 and angle number 2 will give you 90 degrees. Here will be the vertically opposite angles. There should be two lines intersect, okay, for these vertically opposite angles happen. And then here will be the supplementary, another type of supplementary angles. No matter how many angles here, it will always equal to 180. And last one, this one we call it angle at a point, and the total for angle at a point is 360. This angle also applicable for your pie chart when you construct your angles for your pie chart. Moving on with these angle properties of parallel lines and transversal, page 82. There are three types of angles of parallel lines and transversal that very famous in exam. The first one will be corresponding angle, the second one alternate angles, and the last one co-interior angles. And these co-interior angles you already familiar during primary level. Okay, you already exposed to these co-interior angles during primary level. Okay, and when we make a short form for these three angles, it will form the words fun. Okay, F-U-N. And here, that means both of the angles are equal, and this will be the corresponding angle. Okay, both of the angle here is equal. Okay, like here, angle A is equal to angle C. All right, and U is for co-interior angles. Okay, and Y here is 180. That means when we add both of this angle, it will give you 180. Okay, and the line should be parallel. Okay, the line should be parallel for you to apply this co-interior angle properties. And N, this N is for your alternate angles, sometimes Z, sometimes N. Okay, whatever it is, the shape will like this, N shape or Z shape. Okay, and both of these angles are equal. For example, this angle C and angle D, both of these angles are equal. So for angles, you need to understand, you need to remember properties, or else you will be struggle in exam. Okay, let us start by this example 1. Find the value of the unknown angle in each of the following diagrams. If you see in exam parallel line and also a transversal, bear in mind you need to apply that FUN properties. Okay, this one. Now for part A, look at the angles and look at the lines. It will form F. Okay, like this. So if F, that means these lines will be corresponding angle. And therefore, for corresponding angle, angle A equal to this angle 50. Therefore, A equal to 50. Okay. And part B, if you see like this, it will form Z. Okay. It will form Z and reason alternate angle. Alright. And then both of the angles should be equal. Therefore, B equal to 80 degrees. Alright. And last one, C. We have parallel line here. We have parallel line here. And we have two angle meet here. Therefore, it must be U shape. Okay. Co-interior angle. Okay. For co-interior angle, you must subtract that 130 from 180. Therefore, to find that C equal to 180 minus 130, and your answer should be 50. Okay? Example 2. Still, we will apply this FUN, and I will give you 2 minutes to try to find angle U, angle V, and angle W. 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now the first one, U, if we look at the lines, it form F. Okay, therefore this U will be corresponding angle, and U should be equal to 135. Okay, and V here, it form supplementary angle on a straight line. So how to get that V? It's just simply 180 minus 135 and will give you 45. Alright, moving on with W, and we can see here for your W, it form X. Okay, two straight line intersect. This one we call it vertically opposite angle. So W is equal to, your W is equal to 135 degrees. Okay? Example 3. The lines PQ and TS are parallel if angle PQR equal to 100 degrees and angle QRS is equal to 110 degrees. Find angle RST. Okay, now as you can see here, yes, we have parallel line, but you cannot apply that F, corresponding angle, that U, co-interior angles, and that Z, N, the alternate angle here. So how are you going to solve this kind of questions? Now, if you have this kind of question in exam, you need to build up a transversal line that parallel to this line PQ and TS. Okay, so where to put that transversal line? Here. Okay, please remember that you build up the transversal line to get the answer, to get that FUN, okay, that properties. Therefore, in exam, please think carefully, think logically, where you're going to draw that transversal line. Okay, remember, we draw that transversal line to relate you with the properties FUN, okay, with the properties of parallel and transversal line. Corresponding angle, alternate angle, co-entry angle, FUN. Remember that one. Alright? Now, as you can see here, right now, by having the transversal line here, now you can see that we can form a co-interior angle here. Okay? And then here is 100. Therefore, the upper line, we will get 80. 180 minus 100 will give you 80. And then our concern will be this angle RST, the angle here. Alright? And then you need to get the value for angle here to make another co-interior angle to relate into the co-interior angle properties. Okay? Now, as you can see here, we have 110 and the upper part of the angle here is 80. So how to get the angle at the bottom here? You just simply subtract 80 from that 110. Okay, and you should get 30. And then you can apply the co-interior angle properties to get the angle RST. Alright, and your final answer will be 150. Example 4. Find the value of angle X, angle Y, and angle Z in the diagram. I will give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now let us start with angle X. Now, as you can see here, the X form F. Alright, the line form F, therefore X is a corresponding angle and it equal to the angle here. Okay, both of these angles are equal, therefore X is equal to 35, corresponding angle. And then angle Y, what you can have for the angle Y? We have parallel line here and it form Z or N, okay? And this angle Y form alternate angle. When it is an alternate angle, both of the angles here are equal, therefore Y equal to 67 degrees, okay? And then for your angle Z, it's just simply applying the sum of angle in a triangle, which is 180 minus 35 minus 67, and it will give you 78. Alright? Example 5. The lines VW and YZ are parallel. If angle VWX equal to 28 degrees and angle XYZ equal to 135 degrees, find acute angle WXY. Okay, so WXY, the acute angle. I will give you 2 minutes to try. 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now, as I said earlier, for you to draw the transversal line, it must be useful for you to get parallel lines, okay? And it must be able to relate to the properties of parallel and transversal line, which are FUN, okay? Now, for this kind of questions, where are you going to draw that transversal line? Okay, and I will put it here. The transversal line will be here. Now, as you can see here, by drawing the transversal line here, you can see we have alternate here and we can see we have co-interior angle here. Therefore, the place that you draw for your transversal line is correct. Okay, think about that very careful. Okay, now let us complete the upper part of this angle first. And as you can see here, we have alternate angle, so here should be 28 degrees. And then at the bottom we have co-interior angle 180 minus this 135, and we have 45 here. And then the question one, the acute. So here will be the acute. Okay, here will be the acute. Therefore, you just simply add this 28 degrees and this 45 degrees. Therefore, acute angle WXY equal to 28 plus 45, which give you 73 degrees. Okay. Now, move to angles of a triangle. And here we have sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180. And please memorize these properties. And you already learned the properties of angle in a triangle during primary level. And the sum of all the three angles in the triangle must be 180. And the proof here, you can read it by yourself. Okay. Example 6, find the value of x. Now, so here we have x here, and we have two known angles, which is 53 and 78. And all of the sum of all of these three angles must be 180. Therefore, to find x equal to 180 minus this 53 and minus this 78, and x should be 49. As simple as that. Okay, just be careful with your calculation. And the next one, part B, you can see this symbol here. It identified that both of these angles are equal. Okay, both of these angles, sorry, both of these lines are equal. This line and these lines, they are equal. And how you going to find the angle x? It should be like this: 180 minus 90 divided by 2. Why 2? Because here is x and here is x. Both of the angles here are equal. Okay, so 90 divided by 2 will give you 45 degrees, and the final answer will be 45. Example 6, part C. Find the x, and here I will give you 2 minutes to try first, so 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now, no matter what kind of questions out in exam, as long as it is about angles in a triangle, it always 180. Okay, so the solution, you just need to apply the basic, you add them all, 3x minus 11 plus 6x minus 10 plus x, and you will get 180 here. Okay, no matter what here, it always equal to 180. And then here we have algebraic expression, so you need to collect like terms. Okay, so you will get 10x minus 21 equal to 180. And then by now you should understand why I put here plus 21. So 10x equal to 201. I remove this 10, so I will get x equal to 201 divided by 10, and x will become 20.1. Therefore, the x here will be 20.1. Example 6D. So you need to find the value of x. I will give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now, how are you going to find that x when you have two unknown here? Okay, you have two unknown here. Here is unknown and here is unknown. But if you look at the another triangle, we have one unknown here. So you can apply the properties of angle, sum of interior angle of a triangle, which equal to 180 here. Okay, so 180 minus 75 minus 67 will give you 38. And as you can see here, both of the straight line intersect. Okay, intersect here, that means you can apply the vertical opposite angle properties here. When here is 38 and the opposite also must be 38. Now we have one unknown left, and repeat the same things. 180 minus this 28 minus 38, and you will get this x. Okay, so x equal to 180 minus 28 minus 38, and your x will be 114. Okay, and what can you conclude from all of the four examples here? the sum of the angles in a triangle is always 180 degrees. Okay, please remember this one. Page 86, exterior angle of a triangle. The important properties that you need to remember for this exterior angle of a triangle is this one. Okay, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angle, meaning that this exterior angle D is equal to the sum of angle A and angle B. Okay, this is important properties that you need to remember. On with example 7, find the value of x, and by using the properties that I explained earlier, that means here the x will be the exterior angle and it will always equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles here. Therefore, your x will be 73 plus 62 and the answer will be 135. Okay, same goes to part B. As long as the angle is outside the triangle, we call it exterior angle. So here, x here is an exterior angle, and this exterior angle is equal to both of the sum of the sum of both of these angles here. Okay, therefore your angle x should be 90 plus 31 and the answer is 121. Okay, please remember these properties. It is very important. Next, part C and D. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now start with C. So the solution, here we don't have the value for this angle, so you need to find the angles here. Okay, but you know that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, to find this angle is just simply 180 minus 98 and then you divide by 2. Therefore, you got 41 here, both here. Okay, once you got the value for this angle, and then you can proceed with the previous properties that we discussed just now. Okay, so x equal to 41 plus 98, and the answer will be 139. Alright, and next one, it's look like difficult, but it is not. Okay, so try to change your mindset to see the question is not actually difficult. Okay, there always be something that you already learned. Alright, now as you can see here, 7x minus 15 is actually the exterior angle of this triangle, and both of this x plus 28 and 4x minus 3 is the opposite interior angle. Okay, and the solution will be like this. The exterior angle here, 7x minus 15, is equal to the sum of both of this angle. Okay, sum. We add, right? So 4x minus 3 plus x plus 28, you collect like terms, then you will get 7x minus 15 equal to 5x plus 25, and we want x, and collect all the like terms. So I will put the x family on my left hand side and the whole number family on my right hand side. Okay, simplify, and you will get 2x equal to 40. I want x, not 2x. If the question asks you about 2x, you can stop up to here. But the question here asks you for x. You need one more step. Okay, so x equal to 40 divided by 2 and x equal to 20. Therefore, the x for part D will equal to 20. Okay, and the notes here, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is to the sum of the measures of the two interior opposite angle. What will be the suitable word for this blank part? The answer is equal. Okay, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two interior opposite angle. Now move to page 87, angle properties of a quadrilateral. And bear in mind the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360, meaning that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is always equal to 360 degrees. Okay? Okay. Any shape that have four sides, we call it quadrilateral. Okay? But in this slide and the next slide, we will discuss about the properties of special quadrilateral. Special quadrilateral that we're going to discuss in this topic will be square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, trapezium, and kite. It is very important for you to know the properties of this quadrilateral, and it really useful in answering the questions in exam. Okay, first one is square, and all sides of a square always equal, and all angles are equal, and all of them are right angle. Okay, so 90 here, 90, 90, and 90. It has four line of symmetry. Okay, next rectangle, both of the opposite lengths here is equal, and both of the opposite length here is equal, and opposite sides are parallel. Okay, opposite sides are parallel, all angles are equal and measure 90. Same like square, all angles are right angles, so each of the angles is 90. 90 here, 90 here, 90 here, and 90 here. It has two lines of symmetry. The next one is rhombus. Rhombus have all sides equal, okay, but not for the angles, okay, not for the angles. Opposite angles are equal. Only the opposite angles are equal. For example, here, A here is equal to the opposite here, and B here is equal to the opposite here. Okay, please remember that one. It has two lines of symmetry. Next, parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are equal. Okay, so these opposite sides are parallel and both of them are equal, and both of these sides are equal. Okay, the diagonal bisect each other. Each diagonal bisect the parallelogram into two identical triangles. Opposite angles are equal here. Okay, opposite angles are equal, right? And then it has no line of symmetry. And when parallel line is involved, you can apply the properties of parallel lines and transversal. As you can see here, here we have parallel and here we have U shape. So this U shape representing co-interior angles. Therefore, you must know that both of these angles here we add up will give you 180. Okay. The next one is trapezium. Opposite sides are parallel. Here they are parallel. Adjacent angles add up to 180. Such here angle A plus angle B equal to 180. Angle C plus angle D equal to 180. It has one line of symmetry. Here is the co-interior angle. Okay. Whenever we have parallel lines, therefore you must reflect that F, that U, and that N. Okay, and here we have U, co-interior angle, and both of these angles add up will give you 180. The last one is a kite. Adjacent sides are equal. Both of the sides here is equal, and both of the sides here is equal. Okay, and then each diagonal bisect the opposite angles on its end. One pair of opposite angles are equal. This one. Okay, the opposite angles here they are equal. Okay, and it has one line of symmetry. Please remember all of these properties. It's very useful for you to answer the questions about angles. Example 8. Find the size of each missing angle. I want you to try first by applying all of the properties that I explained just now. Can you please answer this part A and B by yourself? Okay, so 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now part A, here I will share with you with two methods. Method 1 is by applying the cointerior angles. So 180 minus 52 will give you 128. Or method 2, you can apply the sum of quadrilateral. Sum of quadrilaterals is 360. So, and the right angle here is 90. And how to get that x? X equal to 360 minus 52 minus 90 minus 90, and still you will get 128. Okay? And part B, we start with x, and for x, I will still apply the cointerior angle. So by here, you can see that how the properties can use in other questions, okay? Although cointerior, we talk about parallel and transversal properties, but here, since the parallelogram we have parallel line, therefore that cointerior angle apply to these questions, apply to these angles, okay? So x equal to 180 minus 110, and the answer is 70. Okay, and then by applying the properties of parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Okay, so x is equal to y, therefore y also we have 70. And then 110 is equal to z, therefore z equal to 110. As simple as that. Okay, you will enjoy this kind of question, this angle, if you remember the properties. Okay, now part C and D, 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now we start with x, and here we have parallel line. Still we have parallel line. So how you going to solve that x? Okay, still with cointerior, cointerior angle still apply here. So x equal to 180. 180 minus 105 is equal to 75. Okay, and then angle y and 105 is equal. Therefore, y is equal to 105. And then z is equal to that x. and Z also will have 75. Alright? And for part D, it is a kite, and kite, the properties of a kite, the opposite angles are equal, therefore X and Y must be equal. But we doesn't know the value for angle X and the value for Y. Both of them are unknown. So how are you going to solve these questions? Okay, so I will put it like this. Solution. Do you understand if I put one angle is equal to 360 minus 135 minus 33 divided by 2? Why? Okay, why I divide into 2? Because both of these angles are equal. So 2 angle is equal to 360 minus 135 minus 33. But here I directly put one angle is equal to 360 minus 135 minus 33, divide all of them by 2. Okay? And you will get 192 divided by 2, and you will get 96. Each of these angles is 96. Therefore, X is 96, Y is 96. Okay? Example 9. ABCD is a parallelogram. E is a point on CD such that angle EDA equal to 100 and BC equal to BE. Find angle BCE and angle ABE. Okay, 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now let us find the angle BCE first. And here is 80. And angle BCE is opposite of this 80. Therefore, angle BCE will also be 80. Okay? And then angle ABE, we cannot say angle ABE is 100 because this 100 is actually angle ABE. B, C? Yes, it will be 100. And here you need to think carefully. Angle ABE is just that one, okay, with pink lines, okay. And you know that this is an isosceles triangle. When we have 80 here and the angle here should be 80, okay. And here still with question mark. What is actually the angle ABE? And here we know that this space, we know that it is 20. How? 180 minus 80 here minus 80 here, and you will get 20. Now, so we have the value for angle here already. Therefore, right now, we're able to find the angle of ABE. Okay, how? 100 minus 20 will give you 80. Therefore, angle ABE is 80. Example 10. PQRS is a trapezium in which QP is parallel to RS. This one. Find the value of X and angle QPS. QPS. Okay? 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now. Start with X. Solution. We can take this part. So 5x plus 4x will give you 180. So 9x equal to 180. So x equal to 180 divided by 9. So x equal to 20. Okay. Repeat the same thing. Co-interior properties. So angle QPS is this one. Angle QPS is this one. Okay, this part, angle P part. Okay, so how to get this angle QPS is just simply 180 minus 6x. And we already got the value for x, so substitute that 20 into this x directly. So 180 minus 120 will give you 60. Okay. Now, polygon, page 19. A polygon is a closed plane figure defined by straight sides. Okay, and here will be some terms of polygon. The first one is vertex. A vertex is any point at which two sides meet. like this. Okay, here is the vertex, here is the vertex, and for plural we call it vertices. An interior angle is any angle that lies inside the polygon at the vertex. A diagonal is any line segment that join two non-adjacent vertices together. Okay, and for polygon, the most important things is you know the number of sides, you know the formula of finding the sum of interior angle, and you need to remember that exterior angle for a polygon is always equal to 360. These three things you need to remember for this polygon. Okay, types of polygon. A polygon which has all its sides equal and all its interior angles equal, we call it regular polygon. Although we have here 5 sides, 5 angles, and all of the angles are equal. Okay, and you need to remember the name and the number of sides of the polygon. It is very important. Such here we have 3 sides, so we call it triangle. 4 sides we call it quadrilaterals. 5 sides we call it pentagon. 6 sides we call it hexagon. 7 sides we call it heptagon. 8 sides we call it octagon. 9 sides we call it nonagon. And 10 sides we call it decagon. Okay, you need to remember the name and the number of sides. Okay, and here will be the irregular polygon. Irregular polygons are polygons that are not regular. Okay, the opposite of regular polygon. Okay, and but still, if we have 3 sides, we call it triangle. If 4 sides, we call it quadrilateral, and so forth. All right. In general, a polygon with n sides where n is greater than 10 is called n-gon. Okay, for example, a polygon with 11 sides, we call it 11-gon, and a polygon with 15 sides, we call it 15-gon. But in exam, enough for you to memorize the name for the polygon from 3 sides until 10 sides. Okay. Next, page 99, sum of interior angles of a polygon. And for the sum of the interior angles of a polygon, you need to memorize this formula. Bracket n minus 2 times 180. Or you can apply this knowledge in exam. Okay, for a triangle, we have one triangle, so 1 times 180. For quadrilateral, we can form 2 triangles, so 2 times 180 will give you 360. Okay, but for this formula, that means you put the number of sides n here. Quadrilateral is 4, so 4 minus 2 times with 180, like that. Okay. Pentagon, we have 3 number of triangles, so 3 times 180 will give you 540. Hexagon, we have 6, so we have 4 number of triangle, so 4 times 180 will give you 720. Okay, if you cannot remember the formula, try to split the polygon into triangles. Okay, so how many triangles can be construct in that polygon? Okay, for example, here this heptagon, how many triangles that you can construct is 5. So 5 times 180 will give you 900. Okay, if you remember the formula, it will be much better. And n will be the number of sides. Example 11, find the sum of the interior angles of a nonagon. So, you need to know the number of sides for a nonagon. Nonagon is 9 sides, okay? Nonagon is a polygon with 9 sides. So, apply the formula. Sum of interior angles is equal to bracket n minus 2 times with 180. And then just substitute just substitute that 9 into that n like this. So 9 minus 2 bracket and then times 180. 7 times 180. So your final answer is 1260. Okay. Example 12. Find the value of each interior angle of a regular 15-sided polygon. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now apply the same formula. So step 1, sum of interior angles is equal to 15 minus 2 times 180. So 13 times 180, and the answer is 2340. And why this 2340 is not the final answer? Why? Because of this. Okay, value of each value of each of the interior angle. Okay, and your next step 2, each interior angle is 2340 divided by 15, and the answer will be 156. Therefore, your final answer will be 156. Example 13. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 1080. How many sides does the polygon have? What is the name given to this type of polygon? So we have two questions here. How many sides and the name of that polygon? Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now here the sum of the interangles is given, which is 1080. So how many sides does the polygon have? What is the name given to this type of polygon? Now we apply the formula of sum of interangle, this one, and we substitute 1080 into sum of interangles like this. All right, and then we want n. N is the number of sides, so we want n. I will remove this 180 first, like this. Okay, so we'll give you this one, and I will remove this -2. It will become n equal to 6 plus 2 equal to 8. And here the number of sides, the answer is 8. And then the number given to this type, and the name given to this type of polygon with 8 sides is octagon. Okay, so the answer is octagon. Example 14. The diagram shows a hexagon ABCDEF. 5 of its interior angles are known as shown. Calculate angle DEF. Okay. We doesn't know the total for these hexagons, so you need to find the total first, but you know the number of sides, so you can apply the formula to find the interior of polygon to get the total of the angles. Okay, I give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now step 1, you need to find the total sum of interangles. So the total is 720. By having these totals, now you can get the value for x. So step 2, angle DEF that x here, okay, 720 the total, minus 130 minus 100 minus 125 minus 120 and minus 110. Therefore your final answer is 135. Next, sum of exterior angles of a polygon. And remember, the sum of the exterior angle of any polygon always be 360. Please remember that one. Okay, the sum of the exterior angle for a polygon always 360. Now, let's start with this example 15. Find the value of an exterior angle of a regular nonagon. Again, nonagon. Nonagon is with 9 sides, so you need to find an exterior, one angle, one exterior angle. So, it's just simply 360 divided by 9 and the answer is 40. The value for an exterior angle will be 40. Okay? Okay. Example 16. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is 144. Each interior. Find the number of sides the polygon has. So how are you going to handle these questions? You are given each interior angle of a regular polygon. Regular. All sides are equal. All angles are equal. Is 144. Find the number of sides the polygon has. 2 minutes from now. One minute left. Okay, now I will draw like this. You also can draw like this, and here will be the interior angles and here will be the exterior angle. Okay, and then each of the interior angle is 144, and as you can see here, it is a one straight line. So we can get the exterior angle by subtracting this 144 from 180. So the exterior angle will be 36. Okay, and then you need to find the number of sides, so you can apply the sum of exterior polygon angle in a polygon, which is 360, divide by 30, divide by this 36, and the number of sides is 10. Okay, so the answer is 10. Example 17. The exterior angles of a quadrilateral are x plus 60, 40 degrees and 80 degrees. Find the value of x. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes to try. 1 minute left. Okay, now the solution, you add them all, x plus 60 plus 40 plus 80, and it always equal to 360. So we simplified here. We have 2x plus 180 equal to 360. And then 2x equal to 360 minus 180. 2x equal to 180, and I remove that 2, so x equal to 180 divided by 2, and x is equal to 90. Therefore, the value of x will be 90. Example 18, find the value of t and u. Okay, and as you can see here, we have exterior and interior angles. T is the exterior angle and U is the interior angle. So how you going to find T and how you going to find U? Alright, and I will give you 2 minutes to try. One minute left. Okay, now solution. As you can see here, we only have T as unknown for the exterior angle, and all the angles of the exterior part we already know. Alright, and here we have 80, 40, 65, 50, and 70. So to find T is just simply 360 minus all of these angles, okay? Like this. And T is equal to 55. And then U, and here we have a straight line. So we can use angle on a straight line. And to find U, we just need to subtract 55 from 180. So u equal to 180 minus 55, and you will get 125. Alright, so the answer for angle U will be 125. And this will be the end of our lesson. As usual, we will end our lesson, our session by reciting dua. Don't forget to complete your notes and your worksheet. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani ya rabbal alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.